Hey, it's James at the Simple Life 772. Simple Lifestyle 772. It is 2:46. I got out here at 1 o'clock. I brought this lamp with me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I brought an extension cord and my lamp and my phone charger and a whole bunch of shit. And where I fillet my fish at, there's hookups to connect your electric fillet knife. I'm sitting at home thinking, like, I want to fish at night. And I know where I just brought it is. So why don't I just run a fucking light to the dock? That's what I did. It's all safe, all the recording and everything. You can't see. I don't know why I'm showing you like that. I'm not picking up the lamp because I have it set in exactly where I want it to where I can see if anything comes up near me. But I've been out here for an hour or two. I ain't caught nothing because it's nighttime. I'm not used to fishing at nighttime. I don't think y'all can see the water. Maybe you can. I don't know. I just turned my camera around. But yeah, dude. Hearing the alligators bellow on the deck at nighttime is crazy. I actually did take all my stuff and put it to the side, and I laid on the dock for an hour with the lights on, my knife next to me. Just laid there, relaxed my back. I wasn't catching nothing, so I was like, fuck it. But yeah, house is only 5 minutes away. I just don't feel like going home. I only got what 2.5 hours till I can fish, so like fish productively. So I think what I'm gonna try and do is I got one of my rods. I got a marabou jig on it. I think I'm gonna start trying to jig right in front of me because I ain't trying to waste all my bread. I have a piece of bread on my bobber, but nothing's biting it, so I don't really know. But I figured I might try and make a video while I'm out here. I can't fucking see anything, so I don't know how you guys can see anything besides my. Only thing I can see is my face. That's it, really. But that's on camera, anyways. In front of me, I could see up to the boat that's in front of me. And the dock is pretty much it. I got my stuff plugged in to an extension cord. Like a real extension cord though, like an orange one. But I got all the cords sitting on top of the dock, away from the water. I ran the end underneath of it and put it on top of the table so it can't get wet. And then I just got the bullshit safety cord there. It works, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Last second, I thought about bringing my phone charger, and I'm glad I did because my phone was on 30%. I'm like, fuck, I got it all day to go. So my phone's on the charger right now as I'm making this video. But yeah, dude, it's pretty cool actually. I've been seeing the water pop a little bit, but not too much. So I might try and cast out over there. My back is killing me. Let's see if I can move this lamp just a little bit so I can see better. What I did was take the cover off of it because if the way the lamp's so bright that it's in my face too, so I can't really see past the dock. So I literally put something on top of it to cast the light forward instead of towards me. But y'all could probably see a little bit better now. But we on the dock, boy. Got my axe chilling there. I ain't got no shirt on, but I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck during the day. I had my citronella candles on that can back there. They're still sitting there. They run pretty good. That is actually one of my stoves. I just turned it upside down and used the bottom base of it as a top for my candle wax. Doesn't get on this guy's dock. Just trying to be respectful. I was supposed to be buying a boat. I did some work. My mom's boyfriend asked me if I wanted to do some work. I said, yeah, I'd love to work. And then he was going to pay me a little bit of money. He was going to pay me something. I forget what he was going to give me for doing the work. I think it was like some weed or some shit. And I was like, fuck that. I don't want that shit. I want money. And he was like, for real? I was like, hell yeah. He's like, only pays like $50 a day. I was like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck yeah. $50 a day is better than no money a day. So I was looking at boats on Marketplace, and I seen a nice one for $200, and I seen a decent one for $70, kind of small. Then I seen a nice one for $200, and I was fucking gonna get that. And he even told me to ask him for it and got everything set up. I was gonna go buy it on Saturday, which was today. Worked all day Friday, and at the end he pretty much quit the job, so he owes me $50. He told me, but I ain't get no boat, so there's that. Which trust me, I'm getting my $50 out of him either way, but it's just lame, you know what I mean? I was expecting something. I worked all day at Riviera Beach with his ass, but it's what it is. Needless to say, that's why I didn't put any content out yesterday or the day before that, because I was in Stuart, Florida, working. But anyways, today's a new day, so we're gonna do some content. That's how dark it is. Yeah, it's a little hard to see. I apologize. I'm not used to doing this shit, so I'm like trying to figure out how I can record this video with the limited light I have. My phone's on the charger. See how it comes out, I guess. So, I still have my Zebco. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I was getting tired of the top eyelet up here popping my line and shit because there's a split in it. And I caught a turtle earlier today, and it stole one of my bobbers. I only have 4 right now, so that was the last straw. I just took the spool off and threw it on this rod I had because it's the same kind of rod. It's just a Shakespeare instead of a Zebco. So I still got the Zebco. I was gonna leave it at the house, but I actually have it with me right now. I just have a shitty reel in it, and I zip tied a shitty reel to it, and it's gonna be the fishing pole I leave here at the dock. Just, community pole. But yeah, it's not broken enough to throw away, but it's not. I've lost enough fish now to where I think I've hit my last straw with the pole. I really don't want to use it no more. I will. Like, I can use it to catch panfish, but I could also use this pole to catch panfish. So what's the point? But with that being said, I'm gonna cast out a little bit. I'm actually trying to watch my screen a little bit. Wobbling. I know y'all can't see because I can't see. But I'm gonna try. Alright. See my hand. Alright, you see my fishing pole. You should probably be able to see my bobber. Let's see. Hopefully, I don't know. I can't see that far. Scratching my head. Fuck. The simple shit feels great, dude. I swear. And this lamp being that close to the edge of the bobber is super sketchy, but I don't give a fuck. The way I look at it, dude, is if anything tries to come up on me and that goes in the water, it's gonna electrocute the fuck out of it. I mean, there's gonna be no power left in my park, but whatever. But I'm mainly doing it so I can just see. Um, hey man, everything I have is kind of thrown together. This chair I'm sitting in is an Ozark Trail folding collapsible camping chair. They're like 15 to 20 bucks at Walmart. I got mine for free because I seen it on the side of the road, right by the dumpsters. I'm not afraid to take some shit that I know isn't garbage just because someone else doesn't want it. So I grabbed this chair and was like, fuck it, I got a fishing chair now. fuck it, I care if it smells. It's gonna be outside. It didn't smell anyways, but you know that's my thought process. Was like, who fucking cares, you know? But with that being said, I took some an old PVC pipe and I zip tied that bitch to the handle. I got a rod holder now on this chair. I got another upside. I got something like that on the back where I put the net at, dude. I got holders on my chair that I made for free. And I found the zip ties too. So I mean, I'm not mad about it. I was gonna continually lay down on the dock. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna go back to sleep until 5 o'clock, but that's in like 2 hours. And something told me, hey, just go fucking home, dude. If you're tired, just go home. Like, I only live 2 minutes away. But I was like, nah. If I go home right now, A, I'm not gonna be able to get up at the time I want to get up, and B, I'm not gonna come back probably at the time I want to because I'm gonna be sleeping. So I said, fuck that shit. I just lay on the dock. And I did. It was pretty comfortable. That being said, tomorrow I'm bringing my sleeping bag, or I'm gonna bring a quilt because it's wood, bro. You know, my back kind of hurts on it. Not to mention, it doesn't matter how hot I am, I still need a blanket to cover up with. I don't know, something about it. I could be fucking a million degrees hot and still gonna cover up with a blanket. I'm also the type of person to sleep with the AC on during the winter though, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but yeah. Now, if it's freezing, I ain't sleeping no fucking AC on. But in Florida, I sleep with that bitch on in the winter. When I lived in Pennsylvania, I learned that quick. Fuck that AC. That shit was not hard enough to be using that, bro. Get off of my shit, bro. The fuck is this plant? This is like some lily pad ass shit from Minecraft. Break. Alright, give me my shit back, boy. Alright. I knew it. I hate when that happens too, when your bobber gets tangled up, because it doesn't give you an accurate fucking reading of when something's biting you or not. Alright. Well, I think I might just swoop my rod this way. No, it's not going to. I don't think those guys will be good. So you sit like that, I'll drop you right here. Alright. Well, this is the Zebco I was talking about. I literally threw a zip tie on it. Just because this is all my shit, I just don't care about it that much. I hate this fucking reel is slow. It's really bulky. I just don't like it. It works fine. It's good. I just don't like it. So I have a marabou jig on here. This is what I was trying to artificial fish with. Just casting it out. That's something to do because my bread ain't working right now. And I have tried this jig right in front of me in daylight with a bobber though. I put a bobber and I dropped it 1.5 feet. And I had bluegills come up and look at it and just go, what the fuck is that? And leave. And I jigged it and everything. I just used a bobber so it wouldn't hit the actual ground. I just let it kind of go all the way down besides the ground. And yeah, I didn't get any bites, but I looked at it. I thought about taking one of my lures. It's a top water lure. And just kind of throwing it on top of the water and then move it every once in a while. I don't fish with lures and artificial shit though. I'd have no idea how to do any of this shit. Come on, get off of my fucking fishing pole, dude. There's no way when I cast it out that it fucking tangled up on the other fishing pole. That's a bullshit lie. Fuck out of here with that. I hate that shit. I wasn't even nowhere near that motherfucker. It somehow caught the line. But it's a shame, dude, because I really love this pole. I still really like it. Just the top eyelid is fucking me over. People are like, you can replace it. I'm like, I know, but this fishing pole is like $20, dude. It's not worth fishing. It's a really fucking cheap fishing pole. I mean, I've caught majority of my fish with this fishing pole. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even since the beginning of my fucking channel, this fishing pole has caught me the most fish to eat. But it's also lost me the most amount of fish as well. I have a feeling this video is gonna be shitty, or it's gonna be really entertaining to my viewers. One or the other. Either like it's entertaining because I'm having bad luck, they just want to watch me, whatever. But my hand's itchy. So what I'm thinking about doing, okay, and this is what I think. When I get paid from my when I worked, whenever I get paid, I'm thinking about getting a little grill, just like a little hiking cook, stove top, something I could throw on top of a propane canister, and start to do some catch and cook on the dock. Because in Florida, it's illegal to catch and cook the same day, but I can catch fish from the day before, and then while I'm fishing, I can cook that fish up, and I'll have documentation saying otherwise. So there's not really much FWC can say, because I have proof it's not for me catching it directly, all that shit. Nor do I give a fuck about what they say, because let's be honest, this is private property, and I'm allowed to eat whatever I want to on this fucking dock, as long as I'm not fucking sitting here cutting a fish open that I just caught and throwing it directly on the grill. They can't say shit to me. But that being said, I'm thinking about doing that, and just record myself fishing and enjoying my food, because I also have a tea kettle I can boil and drink. I like tea and I like coffee. And a few YouTubers I watch, they enjoy their coffee while they're doing shit, because I like hiking and shit, and I watch their videos. And I kind of like that aspect of them, doing that. So I think I might do it on my channel as well. But right now, I don't got any way to rapidly boil anything. I got a pot, but I don't got the way to cook it, you know what I mean? And I got that stove top I was telling you all about earlier when I showed you some of the citronella candles on top. But that's a rocket stove. You need pieces of wood to use that, and I don't feel like collecting pieces of wood every day just to go fucking do that. That sounds like it'd suck ass. So in fact, I'm thinking about going and getting a $17 or $18 cooktop. And the reason I want to get a kind of more expensive one is because I seen the adapter that where you can actually just use a regular propane tank. You don't got to use a fucking half-pound tank for hiking, which costs $3 or $4, and I don't got a way to go to Walmart all the time. One of them big ass propane things would last me forever. And I just carry it here. I got to the point where most of my shit, dude, is already on the dock before I get here. I have a bicycle lock and I have a gun lock. And I have another lock. But I use the bicycle lock and run it through all my shit. And I lock it to the table. And then I take my gun lock and I lock my tackle box I leave here. Because I have a tackle box I leave here that I don't care about. It's just got a few extra hooks in it. It's got my YouTube fishing name on it, and it's got my lot number on it. So anybody from the park knows what it is, and anybody that doesn't know, well, they know it now. They're gonna see my YouTube channel, You have to look it up. If not, you're just gonna see a tackle box with a few extra hooks in it. Who really gives a fuck? But all that shit gets locked up because of the wind. Not because people stealing and shit. It's because I came here one day and my chair was underwater. And I thought someone took my chair. I was a little bit upset. I'm like, who's gonna take my chair off the dock? And I looked in the water and it was underwater because the wind had blown it underwater. So after that, I said, fuck that. I don't wanna, I don't really feel like going in the water and getting my shit again. Because all I did was take my net and take the end of it and stick it in between the legs and then pry it up from under the water from right there. It's only right there in the bank, but still. So all my shit gets locked up before I leave, so none of it's in the water when I come back. But yeah, my bucket, my chair, fucking my net, tackle box, all that shit's on the dock already. I have a bag that this whole lamp fits into, and the extension cord and everything. So when I come over, all I'm carrying is my backpack, my cooler, my power systems, or my light settings, or whatever, my light systems, and then just 3 poles. That's it. It's just literally a backpack, a duffel bag, a cooler, and 3 fishing poles. That's all I carry. To me, that's not too bad. It could be worse. I could also leave my lighting at home, but I probably won't. But if I get out here after 5 o'clock, there's no reason for me to bring my lighting out here unless I'm gonna be charging my phone. But at that point, I just charge my shit before I go to sleep. I just forgot to today. We've been sitting out here. I've been talking and rambling for the past probably in the video 5-6 minutes now. 21 minutes. That's nice. 21 minutes. That's what I thought it felt like, but I didn't want to say 20 minutes. Maybe it'd only be 30 seconds long. I still have dough in there. I still have bread. Not just dough, but bread. I have white bread still on my hook after 20 minutes of sitting in the water. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not getting even a single solitary bite. But I looked it up. The only reason I came out here is because it says crappie and bass hunt at night. So I was like, fuck it. Let's go do something at night. I'm bored. I got nothing to do, and I can't sleep. So might as well, right? And I get it, the fish are chilling at night and they're less reactive and they're on their bed and everything like that. I get that. But something's got to bite, like damn. I mean that alligator. I meant an actual fish I can catch. Alright. I'm getting tired and I haven't done anything yet. I had one bite earlier, and this was like an hour and a half ago. Like when I first got here and I set everything up, and I was using my ultralight pole, not this one, but when I use for panfish. This is a multi-use pole. I was using that one, and I fucking dropped my dough down there, and the light wasn't really that bright yet. So I then dropped it down there, and I moved it a little bit, and I seen something happen, and I popped the bobber, and nothing was there. Well, with that being said, I was like, fuck. Tried and tried and tried, and ever since that first time when I was out here at nighttime, I ain't had no luck. I don't know if it's because, like I said, I'm using bread right now or what, but it's just not working out for me. I'm gonna have to go ahead and cover this up. I hope y'all can see still, but I don't like surprises. And now that I did that, I could see all the way across the lake, or the lake, waterway. I ain't trying to get an alligator sneak up on me or nothing. Because they will do that shit. Give them the chance to do it, they'll do it. I guess I gotta put some bug spray on my back because it gets itchy. Ugh, fucking asshole mosquitoes. Okay, you can see a little bit at least. Alright. So, I think I was telling y'all guys the other day, I've been doing all this ancestry shit, dude. And I stayed up to like 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock the other day in the morning looking all that shit up. I have found the ancestral lineage between my family and, my relatives, which is linking me to Cherokee. Okay? I found that part. That part was not hard. What is hard is finding out on the Dolls Rolls, whatever the fuck that shit's called, is finding out my great grandfather, because I know his name and everything. Is when those things were taken accountable, there's an age on next to the names. Well, apparently I looked it up. That age is when they got enrolled into that program, not what age it'd be now. Because some of them say 1 year old, and none of them are over 52 years old. And mind you, this motherfucker been dead for a while, so I'm like, that don't make no sense. And I'm asking people for help, and I look at my aunt. She told me the western side of the Cherokee, the western band of Cherokee, she's not registered there. I said, okay. They said try the eastern. I said, okay. So tomorrow's Monday. That's when they open. That's when I'm going to call them, because I called them. And I'm going to give them a few of the names. All I got to do is tell them my aunt's name, date of birth, and they'll give me the number. And I can take that number and then start doing my own application. But without that number, it's damn near impossible, bro. It's damn near impossible without that number. So, I did it. I spent hours of fucking my time looking this shit up because I've always been interested in it. I've always been connected to nature. And, just, so I already knew already. I could tell. Not to mention, people in my family are brown. And they're white, you know what I mean? When I say they're white, they're not Spanish, they're not black, but they're brown. And I mean, pretty damn brown. Even my mom, she don't get sunburned, she just gets dark as shit. But I found out that my mom's mom, her mom was a Cherokee and Choctaw. So I don't know where to go from there. But I also found out on my dad's side that we've been over here for a long fucking time. I'm gonna keep going back as far as I can tell, but from right now, I got shit from the 1800s, and they're all from the same area. They're all from Sykesville, Maryland, and I was born in Maryland, and then I, moved up here after my dad got shot, and I've been here since. And I was looking at some of my ancestry, dude. That shit just runs in my blood. One of my ancestors got shot in the face with a sawed-off shotgun by his own stepson. while they were hunting, and it was quote unquote an accident. I said, that shit does not sound like an accident, but you know, to each their own, ain't got nothing to do with me. But it's different when you actually know about your own fucking culture and ancestors, because I never did. So I started looking some of that shit up, and it's pretty unique. Oh, my back is fucking killing me. Oh, fish, bite that motherfucking thing. I've seen videos of people using the same jig I have, dude, and they fucking catch fish. And I can't even get a fish to come near my shit. What I might do is get the top water ready for the early strike in the morning, because as soon as I throw that bitch out in the morning when all the bass are popping, I should strike that. Oh, something's bit the water in front of me. Let's cast out over there. They're biting. It's not my bread. Okay. Oh, shit, what was that? Yeah, I just seen a fish pop the water, but it wasn't. I think it ate like a moth off the top of the water or some shit. Alright. I guess that's my cue to do the top water thing I was talking about. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Now, as I'm sitting here, like, fuck, something bite it, something bite it. I'm thinking, like, fuck, nothing's gonna bite anything. I seen something at the top of the water. And I don't know what it was, but that fish hit that bitch fast, you know? I mean, I don't know what kind of fish it was, but it was definitely a fish. I got so much shit that I do keep some shit crumpled, but oh, that's fucking great. Where's my net at, dude? What the fuck kind of shit is that? I dropped my lure in the water, dude. I was literally about to show you on camera what kind it was, and I dropped it in the water. And you can probably see it on footage. I don't know. That's why I stopped talking, like, okay? And I looked at it, too, like, for a good minute. Like, that's nice. Yeah, I'm not worried about that, but I have a net. That's the whole point of a net is to be able to get your own shit back out the water, so. Yeah. Thanks for the help, but, yeah. I definitely want a better dip net, but this one has saved my life so many times. And I mean my life, I just mean my shit. Quite a bit of times so far. And usually it just helps getting turtles off of. That water that's dripping off that net is fucking cold on the top of my foot. It's just hitting me in between my toes, and it's like, the fuck, dude. Alright. Nigga. Alright. That is the one thing I don't like about treble hooks, though, is they catch everything. Even the shit you're not trying to catch, that shit will catch. Well, now let's put these back. Yeah, that's right. I lost that fucking bobber the other day. I should have got that shit back. Now I'm thinking about it. I cashed out one of the lures I have. I said bobber. I had a lure that I got the other day. I actually worked for it. I worked for Mike in the park. And he gave me a crab trap, and I give him fish all the time. Or whatever. Well, that's part of the stipulation is I wanted some bobbers. He told me he had some bobbers. And I said, alright, bet. And I went over to his house, and I gave him a big-ass mine cichlid and a big bluegill, and I said, hey, let me get some bobbers. And he said, alright, I said, you told me you wanted some fish. Here's some fish. Give me some bobbers. And I said it nice to him, but that's exactly what I said. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry, I stopped talking. I was reeling my, whatever you want to call this jig, up to the top, dude. And as I got to the top of the water, a bug or a fish skipped across it. I was trying to figure out what that was about. Because if something wants it, they can eat it. I want a fish, you know what I mean? Fuck. But, we're going to switch out right now. I never have gotten a bite with this. Everyone I see on YouTube, even my buddies tell me, there's no way you don't get bites with this. I'm like, yeah, I don't, though, dude. They're like, why? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Shit, if I could tell you why I don't get bites with it, I wouldn't ask you. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. But I think it is the fact that I just don't use it right. But I don't fish with lures. Fish with bread or bait. Something I can just throw on a hook and the fish is going to come towards me is usually how I fish. Fishing where I have to actively like target a fish and then try and get its attention, I'm not really that good at that. Shit, I can't do that shit with a female. Fuck, I'm gonna do it with a fish. Alright. That's on there. And yeah, let's see. I mean, it floats, but I have a weight on it, so it's like floating. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, that bitch sank. Alright. Yeah. I guess just move the weight. Oh, that does make sense. I can just move the weight up to a higher location and just drop that bitch on top of the water. Oh, it just sank down there once it reaches below it, though. So kind of. Okay, that's, kind of. Not really fucking with it. I might just take the weight off. Don't quite know yet, though. Yeah, I'm taking the weight off. It makes it hard to tell if it goes down first off, and then when I start retrieving it, or reeling in, the weight makes it bury itself underwater, and it feels like I have a bite. I don't. One thing I do apologize is I keep every single one of my tools for fishing in the same area, and that is in the side of this bag. So you're probably getting vibrated to fuck around and shit as I'm looking for shit. I apologize for it. Can't help it. I did look at that as well though. When I instead of that shit to fucking cook, I thought about getting a better camera. I can find one at Walmart within my price range. That's definitely what I'm gonna do. Because if I'm being honest with myself, I could record so much better videos. And truth be told, I could do both really. The only thing that would suck is I'd have to really get a Benson burner type, hot plate, because I have an extension cord right now on the dock running a fucking lamp. So if I'm being honest with myself, I could literally just get something I could cook off electricity to plug that bitch in. Alright. Come on, don't play with me. I know I ain't tied this one. Don't, man. Fuck out of here with that, man. Damn it, man. Fuck. How many times do I spray my back fucking off for you to leave me the fuck alone? I don't fucking like mosquitoes. Leave me the fuck alone. Fuck, man. I'm gonna get that deep off-wood shit. I'm fucking Christian, but I don't think fucking mosquitoes should have ever been fucking born. Fuck them pieces of shit. They don't even serve a fucking purpose. They just feed other shit. They're a fucking piece of shit. That and flies. Flies are garbage too. Like the one and the only animals, I'm serious, that literally piss me off just because they exist. Because they're annoying as hell. They don't ever go away, dude. Once a fly gets around you, dude, that shit will never leave you the fuck alone. And it thinks your food is its food, like we're sharing with it. Motherfucker. That shit would put, dude, I seen some shit. It was it's obviously a stereotype. It was like some African people. There was a whole bunch of flies, bro. I could not stand that shit, bro. That shit would drive me batshit crazy. Yeah, I'd be personally killing every single fucking fly in that village. Just for fun. I know at least this video is a half an hour, which means I'm a half an hour closer to when I can actually fish and catch fish and actually see. My point being is I was talking to Miko. I had a better lure than this. It looked like a green sunfish. And I cast it out right here. Very cool. That, I literally set an alarm just so I didn't fall asleep on this dock. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to fucking wake up in the middle of the night, middle of the fucking morning, I'm sleeping on a dock. Because I move around while I'm sleeping a lot, and I ain't trying to roll over into the fucking water, so that was just more of a safety precaution. But like I said, I was laying down before I made this video. I was just chilling on the dock laying down. And I got to the point where I started to drift off. My back started to loosen up a little bit. I was like, fuck, man. I'll go sleep on. Just go the fuck home. And yeah, so I was like, fuck that. I said, I can make a YouTube video. I'm out here at night and I got a fucking lamp. I don't think I told y'all because it happened and then I went over there to work. I was fishing the other day, which was, today is Sunday. It was Thursday. On Thursday, I was fishing. And I came out here earlier than I usually do, okay? It looks like this when I come out here at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm used to that, so I knew it was going to be dark out here. So I brought my headlamp. And my headlamp runs rechargeable AAA batteries. You know, it is what it is, whatever. I'm out here fishing. I turn my light on because, you know, it's dark as fuck. Which already sucks because at 5 o'clock in the morning, there's like these weird moth or flies out here. And they're just attracted to light. So I already got these weird bugs all over me. They fucking swarm me like mosquitoes, but they don't bite you. Okay, so that's going on. So I'm turning the light off, whatever. So I turn the light off. The sun's about to come out, but I still need the light to hook my to bait my hook. So that's what I'm doing. I'm baiting my hook, and I cast out. And as I cast out, dude, I'm sitting on this dock and I'm facing this way. It means there's nothing behind me. And I hear what sounds like someone took a 9mm and put it to the back of my fucking head and pulled the trigger. And I'm thinking, damn, man, it's not that serious. If you don't want me to fish in your dock, just say something, you know? This is my first thought as soon as I heard this explosion. It just went, bah! And it scared the living fuck out of me because it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm on a dock by myself and no one's out here. And I'm out in the country, so I'm like, someone must have shot a gun. That was the second thought. But as my adrenaline race, dude, I'm looking around, I start hearing, and I take my headset off, and it's my headset going, that bitch exploded on my fucking head, but I had a Coast headlamp on, so I had that little clip on it that clips the batteries into its safe part, and it can go up or down, so you can rotate it. That bitch, I had 3 AAA rechargeable batteries explode in that bitch, and it started going, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I threw that bitch as far as I could see into the water. I would have taken it anywhere else, but it scared me, and it was more of an instinct than it was anything else. I didn't even think about that shit, and I was just like, well, there goes my headset. But as I sit here and think about it, I'm so glad that the acid that came out of those batteries did not burn me. So there's that. But that shit sounded like a grenade, and I threw that bitch. So I was like, nah, you got me fucked up, bitch. I don't know what that is, but no. But I've never heard a battery explode, dude, and that shit, when you're by yourself and fucking 5 o'clock in the morning on a dock, and all you're hearing is fucking an explosion, it's not really that cool. I mean, it sounds cool after when you know what it is, but until you know what it is, it's not like you just got shot. And I have permission to be on this dock. That's why I was like, what the fuck? Keeping the rod tip up, I'm slowly retrieving, constantly at the same time. Okay, still nothing. Let's keep casting out. So Brandon said, don't give up. All right, we'll see. All right, we're gonna cast out in front of that sailboat right there. So I might just do that. Cast all the way out and just do a slow retrieval. It's got beads in it, and it's when I retrieve it, it kicks side to side, so it does like a this V motion in the water. So hopefully something will see it and snag it. But again, I haven't had one bite with this thing, so who knows? I'm still thinking about going home and coming back because my back hurts. Fuck. Dude, I hear that all the time and it gets fucking annoying. It sounds cool the first time you hear whatever the fuck that is, but every other time it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. And I like birds, but those ones are fucking annoying, man. Like, holy damn. Those and the cicadas are like fucking, to me, are the harbingers of shutting the fuck up, dude, because they never do. It's probably he stopped right now. It's probably because he hears me talking shit, though. Well, what are we on now? 51 minutes. I don't know how. Oh, that's right. I just formatted my memory card before I came out here. So usually that bitch don't last both sides for a 20-minute video, and that shit cuts out. It says maximum file reached. So I got me an hour video. And I also understand that fishing at night requires senses they usually don't use. Like, they can't see at night, so they're going on vibration and everything else. I also seen some shit that was like, how do you expect yourself to get better at something you're not even good at in the daytime when you do it at night? And that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't do this during the day, so why would I expect it to be better at night? But with that being said, I'm not going to give up. I'm probably going to give up for tonight with this kind of fishing, but I'm still going to try and attempt it. Look at that. And bugs are starting to come out. Must be getting close to 4 o'clock. Which I hope it is, because if it's getting close to 4 o'clock, I'm just going to stay here. Still means I got 2 hours, but shit. I probably won't come out here again until 5:30. Coming out here anytime sooner than that just don't make any sense. Especially not for what I'm using. If I had some minnows, it might be different, but I don't. Right into them fucking blue pad things. I know y'all seen that on camera. How I just got to the elevator. And even though I said I'm gonna leave this on the dock, I have a hard time believing myself that I'm gonna leave one of my fishing poles on this fucking dock. Everything else is cool and all and dandy, but this, I say I might be able to do it. It's just kind of hard to lock a fishing pole up unless I run my gun lock through one of these eyes and then take it off and run it through the other eye and just set it in my bucket and lock that. But again, it's more for the fact that they don't get blown into the water than stealing it, because if you steal a $15 to $20 fishing pole, either A, you don't have any, or B, you're a piece of shit. Like, dude. Alright, well. another reason I don't like this fishing pole. It's just not good at casting. It's good for, like, you know, something like this. That's all I do. It's kind of hard to pinpoint precisely without shooting through the water or chopping it up. Alright. I want to say there's probably bread on here still. There actually isn't. That's surprising. Alright. And again, I like to set my poles when I'm not using them. I like to set them to where they're, you know, they're up. So it just takes care of better, takes them better care. Lasts longer. I know where they're at. I don't accidentally hook shit. There's just a lot of shit I feel like it does. Alright. And this is my ultralight. I actually was originally gonna get rid of this pole, only because it was, I had to fix it, you know. And when I had to fix it realistically, it's a Chinese pole, and it's made out of graphite. But I think it's really good, especially for bluegills. But I like ultralight fishing though, honestly. I thought about getting a bait finesse system. I just had a bite, if you can believe it. And I think I'm about to get another one. Or I hope I do anyways. Which is another reason why I switch my fishing poles up quite a bit. I brought 4 today. I usually bring 3. If you see me bringing 4 poles, it's because while I was at home, I thought about a certain type of fish I want to catch, and I just used a new pole to target it, so I'm going to do it while I'm here. That's quite literally all that I ever do.